What's up, you data friends? It's Yanis here and welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to talk about what tools and software do data scientists use and why, and also provide some practical examples to help you gain a better understanding of the tools and softwares. By the way, if you're new to my channel and you're passionate about data science, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel, as I will be sharing regularly data science informative videos and data science tutorials. Right, starting with the data scientist job, a data scientist analyzes datasets using a variety of tools and sophisticated techniques in order to solve business problems and generate insights that will later on add value to the business and make an impact. This impact now can be in the form of new insights, new automated reporting, automated predictive analytics, automated decision making, new data applications and data products, and business recommendations. In order to achieve all this, you're going to have knowledge of a number of tools, which is what we're going to cover in this video. And starting with the most widely used tool across all businesses in all organizations is Excel. So as a data scientist, whether you like it or not, you will probably be using Excel every single day of your work, just because everyone else in the organization outside of the data team is using Excel and they are actually very comfortable in using Excel. So you will have to know how to refresh, edit, and create new reports or new dashboards in Excel. You will have to know how to create quick ad hoc requests in Excel, and also how to do some quick and dirty analysis for the business in Excel. Moving on, the next tool you'll need to have knowledge is SQL or SQL-like languages. And the reason you'll need to know SQL is because all the data in all organizations is sitting in a database, and the language or the software you're going to use to query that data is going to be SQL or SQL-like languages. Now, one note to make here is that if we look at the data science team structure, if you're working in small organizations, then you will probably need to know additional SQL functionality in order to do things like data movement, data transformation, data storing, data indexing, aggregations, etc., etc. Just because in small organizations, there are no dedicated departments to do all these steps, steps 1 and steps 2. If you are working into medium and large organizations, you are probably going to be using SQL only to query and get the data from the database in order to run your ML or your advanced analysis with Python or R, which is going to be the next thing we're going to cover. By the way, I keep switching through all these different tabs, which they are all data science related. They are all previous videos I have made about data science, and I'm going to have the links in the description. There are things like what is data science, the data science team structure, what does a data scientist do, where do data scientists spend their time, the data science skills, etc., etc. So please check the links in the description and you should go and have a look, as they are all data science related. Right, the next tools you should know as a data scientist is Python and or R. And people tend to choose one or the other just because these two tools, they do exactly the same thing. However, I think Python is gaining an edge over R just because it's being used by data engineers as a programming language. Personally, I have started with R and then I moved into Python, and I don't think I'm going to go back to R. So if I have to suggest one, I would suggest Python, but this is totally up to you. Now, in terms of usage, you're going to use these two tools in order to run your complex models, custom-made models, or your machine learning models. For example, if it's a machine learning model, then you're going to have to follow the machine learning process. So once you do gather your data from SQL, so you pull the data from SQL, you put it into Python, and then you start doing your model. So you're going to go through data pre-processing, so things like EDA, investigating your data frames, the number of elements, data cleaning, data aggregation, joining the data together, normalizing, scaling, etc., etc. Then you're going to move into splitting your raw data, selecting your model, running your model, evaluating your model, doing parameter tuning, and then repeating the same thing until you find your final model. So all these steps you see over here, you're going to be running them in Python or R. Now, if you want a tutorial on this, I actually have 2 tutorials, which I'm going to have the videos in the description, which I go through all the steps in the machine learning process and actually apply all these tasks you see within each step in Python. One of the models is linear regression and the other one is logistic regression. You should go and check it out. Another point I have here is that maybe you will need to run deep learning models if your analysis involves image, video, audio, and object recognition. Right, the next set of tools that you will have to know as a data scientist is visualization tools like Power BI, Tableau, and Qlik. Now, these tools are the tools you're going to use to communicate your insights or to deploy your models with your predictions back to the business. And the reason you're going to use these tools is because they offer a variety of visuals, graphs, tables, and charts, way more than Excel. Also, they are interactive and interconnected, so you can add slices and filters and everything is going to readjust in the whole dashboard. Additionally, they offer advanced analytics, so you can actually connect Python and R into these tools and create the same graphs you have in Python into these tools. And the last point I have is that they can handle big data. Moving on, the next set of tools that you will have to know as a data scientist is cloud tools like Azure, AWS, GCP, or any other cloud tool. Now, the reason you need to know this is because all organizations nowadays are migrating their data from on-prem solutions into cloud solutions. So essentially, in 5 years' time, all the data is going to be stored in these cloud solutions. So as a data scientist now, you will have to know how to access that data, how to store data, how to navigate yourself through these tools, how to extract data, how to run models on the cloud, which is actually different versus running models on-prem in your Anaconda environment, and also how to deploy your models using these cloud tools. For example, if you're using Azure, you will probably have to know how to use Azure Data Factory, Azure Data Lake, Azure Databricks, etc. if you want to go from the extraction, running machine learning, and then saving the data back, and then actually deploying the data to the business. So again, data scientists will have to have knowledge of how these cloud tools work. And the last point I have is more of a general one, which basically means you're going to have to learn the tools that the organization you're joining is using. And just because different organizations are using different tools, I can't say for sure which tools you should learn. So the last point number 6, is to basically learn any additional tools or frameworks or APIs that the organization you're joining is actually using on their day-to-day work. Right, this is it for this video, and I hope you gain a very good understanding of what tools do data scientists use and why they are using each tool. If you feel that you've gained enough value out of this video, I would really appreciate it if you click that like button, subscribe to my channel, and enable notifications for my future videos. If you have any questions around the tools, please let me know in the comments below. Or if you feel that there is a tool that you are actually using as a data scientist that I have not mentioned, again, please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'm going to see you on the next video.